Well, Commissioner, first off, you take a look at the buildup in year one with everything going on here in Stockton. Flash forward here to year 8. What have you made out of the growth and progress of hockey in this area?
Well, certainly we're still seeing strong numbers from an attendance point of view. I think the team at this point is well embedded in the community. I think there's a great deal of brand acknowledgement and impression in the marketplace of the Thunder, their team, their logo. Certainly the team on the ice continues to be competitive, game in, game out, year in, year out. So we're still very pleased with what we see here in Stockton, and again, one of our flagships now here in California and for the league overall.
In the first few years, there is really a curiosity factor for teams who are successful in building off of that with attendance. Heading into like year 5, 6, 7, and beyond, what do teams have to do to continue that success essentially?
Well, 2 or 3 things, I think. In terms of the core fan base over the years, I mean, you've got to continue to make sure that you put a competitive product on the ice to keep those fans coming back. But all of our teams, no matter how many years they've been in the league, then have to work to expose new fans to the game, keep the product fresh and entertaining. And by that I mean the things you do to surround the game on the ice. So your pre and post game, your in-arena promotions, all of those sorts of things that, again, fans coming to the game for a first time or fans that have been back for several years will see something new this year that they didn't see last year. And I think if we can do that where it is new, fresh, entertaining for our fans, then certainly you allow them to continue to grow your product.
It was recently announced that the league would cap its membership at 26 teams, looking at 3 more in the Western Conference. Since the last few conversations here, it's been mentioned about Fresno, Reno, the list goes on and on. Where does the league look to heading down the road here?
Well, that's our current goal by the Board of Governors. We're relatively happy where we are in the East with 14 teams. We would like to increase the West to 12. Certainly it would make for more balance across the league. It make for easier travel and some more variety for the fans in the West, so that's our goal. We do not have anything to announce right now in terms of any specific market, and I think to add those 3 teams will occur over a period of years as opposed to weeks or months, but that is our goal. We continue to stay focused on that, continue to stay focused particularly on Reno, and then other markets are going to depend on what we get in terms of ownership. We want to make sure that even if markets are available, that if it's a good market with a good arena, the critical success factor is making sure that we've got ownership that is not only properly capitalized but has a good business plan and is committed for the longer term. So as we identify groups that might be interested, certainly we now have markets that we can point them towards and hopefully reach our goal of getting to 12 here in the West in a period of the next several years.
Can you compare the league's health now to say versus 8 to 10 years ago?
Well, I think 8 to 10 years ago we were doing quite well, perhaps expanded a little too quickly at that time. Certainly we had some difficult years as we went through the financial meltdown in 08, 09 and lost some teams at that point, but now we're seeing some gradual growth. And right now we're very comfortable with where we are in terms of the quality of our ownership and the markets that we're in. One of the constants in minor league hockey and minor league sports in general is change, so I don't doubt that over the upcoming years we will see some new markets or perhaps relocations within the league. We're aware of that and we're trying to stay ahead of it. But in general, we're had 19 teams 2 years ago, 20 last year, we're at 23 this year, and we're looking for some gradual growth in the future. So in terms of the league overall, we're quite happy with where we are.